What's happening, family? Once again, I am here with I Am a Beast Network. It is Brother Dre with Curse Breakers 300, and I'm also in the room with my main man, Brother X from South Carolina, the Trooper Specialist, and also Brother Rasheed, the Light is bright. Lightford. We are here right now to get busy, to educate, to motivate, to regulate your mind. Cause why? We are the Black Shield. So let me tell you why I got into law enforcement. I was tired of the nonsense, tired of the foolishness, got stopped by the police, and I said enough is enough, and I need to be in the game and not out of the game to make a difference. And now I successfully went to 30 years of policing and retirement, and I'm here to give you more information. Brother X, tell me why you involved.
Man, the reason why I'm involved, it's funny you bring that up, brother. We had that conversation last night. We was talking about my background, especially with my father, and I never thought about it till I went back to my room and said, you know what? I got 14 years in law enforcement, 3 detention, 4 municipal, which is police department for you guys that don't know, and the rest of them highway patrol. And he asked me the reason why I went to highway patrol. And the main reason, my father died in a hit and run motorcycle accident, October 5th, 2014.
Wow. Sorry to hear that, brother.
Wow. So ever since then, I was on that journey, even though they never find the 2 gentlemen that, ain't no gentlemen, assholes that killed my father.
Yeah.
I think mentally I was on that journey looking for them. And try to, bring some type of clarity to other families that going through the same situation I am through my investigation tactics when I'm conducting a collision. So that's the reason why I went to highway patrol. Brother Dre, I appreciate you bringing that out of me because I never thought about that till last night.
Yeah, most definitely.
Wow.
Most definitely. Brother Rasheed.
Well, hey guys, I became a police officer because I was bullied and punked as a kid, and I thought I could put on a uniform and join the biggest gang in the world, right?
You gotta say it. Say it with your chest. He ain't on the Black Shield, y'all. He's an imposter. He didn't qualify.
The cream shield.
Yeah,
no, but on the real, just like everybody else, I wanted to really make a change. I've always been a protector. Always been that. I mean, I can recall being in 3rd grade. The bullies would beat up kids, and I would go after the bullies. Wow. And my my kindergarten teacher told my mother, "Hey, this boy gonna either be in the military or he gonna be the police."
Right.
Right. And I've always liked the job. Always wanted to do it. I was on one side of the law at one point in my life. And I decided I definitely want to make a change. I want to be that change that I bitched and complained about. Right. So that's why I became a police officer. I've been doing it for over 20 years. I've been a deputy sheriff. I've been a school cop that I've just recently remembered because I forgot it was only 1 year.
You Jamaican, bro, in law enforcement, bro. You did it all.
Bomba Cloud, I do a 10 job man. But I'm currently now in command staff in a department in metropolitan Atlanta. And I'm loving it. I've done it all. I've been SWAT, K9, drone operator. My biggest and one of the best careers besides K9, I was a mentor to young officers. And I appreciated that. So that's what brought me here, and like the brother said, we're here to educate you. We're here to bring you some information and clarify some things and give you our point of view on some things. Right.
Yeah, that's awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, young and old, together we are the Black Shield. It's on. Today's topic, man, is hot like all the others. Tune in, check in, go back to the episodes, but man, this is hot, and it's called The Unexpected. The unexpected, which happens in law enforcement all the time. You have to imagine the unexpected. You have no idea what you're going to face on a daily basis. So brothers, tell me an experience that you know about the unexpected.
Man, I want to kick this one off. It's the unexpected, and also what we talked about in previous episodes about how to talk to people in law enforcement. You don't have to always use what's on your hip. You can talk to people. So I was conducting a collision that happened on, I can't remember what road, but it was a dirt road out of the middle of nowhere near some trailer parks.
Wow.
The subject already left the scene, so the vehicle was abandoned. So while I'm doing my investigation, I see a subject. It seems like he's trying to get my attention. Normally people do that. There's always witnesses around saw what happened. So I'm figuring he probably saw what happened and see what direction the subject left the scene. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me see what he got going on, man. See what he saw. I roll up on him. He arguing with his girl.
Oh, yeah.
So back in my head, I'm like, man, what the hell I done walked into, man? You know what I'm saying?
Already.
So I'm like, he's like, I say, sir, what's going on, bro? Everything good with y'all? So he was like, yeah, man, you want to kill me today. Woo. I'm like, whoa. Now, this when my detention training kicks in, right? Because I hear this all the time working at a detention center.
Right.
So I'm like, dude, what's going on, bro? Brother, we ain't doing that today, brother. Whatever you going through, it ain't that damn deep. Trust me. Somebody going through some worse stuff with you. And right now, I see you and your girl arguing. I said, people do that every day, man. What's going on, bro? Man, she just cheated on me, bro. She just cheated on me. I said, all right, brother, all right, let's talk about it.
Come on.
So she's yapping. So you know how it is, fellas. When a girl yapping, he get more agitated. So I had to tell her, like, ma'am, hey, go in the house. Hey, let me talk to him for a minute. Let me see what's going on. So she went in the house for a little minute, pulled him to the side of the road. Sometimes, bro, you got to play that game with him, bro. Sometimes make him feel, you know what I'm saying? Even though you do care, you still got to make it seem like you can relate to what's going on. He was telling me a story about his family background and everything, and I'm basically relaying to him, hey, brother, been through the same thing, even though I haven't. But let's just let him know I've been through that same thing, man. So I had him calm down. Shit, at this time, I'm dealing 45 minutes with him.
Wow.
45 minutes. At one point, he did grab a weapon, but he did drop it. Soon I told him. When he's reaching for
what kind of weapon?
Just a knife. It was a butter knife. It was a butter knife, but still.
Knife to save. Yeah.
And what I told you guys, I tried not to bring this out.
All right.
Because it's like he already got that suicide by cop mindset, and I know that. So I see what he's trying to do.
How close were you to him?
We're in that 21-foot gap.
Yeah.
That 21 foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You had some distance.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
You had distance.
So I felt comfortable, but when I saw him reach for it, I said, don't do it. Don't do it.
Right.
And he didn't touch it. Now the tripped out part about his girl was reaching for it.
Oh.
I said, and she complied with me. I also say, don't you do it. But I'm doing this. I'm calling. I'm trying to get an update on the sheriff department. In the back of my head, like, yo, I ain't here for this, man. I just here to work a damn wreck. You know what I'm saying?
So you trying to buy time at this point?
I'm trying to buy time till I get some help, man.
Because you solo.
I'm solo.
No backup.
No backup. I'm solo.
Right.
I'm solo.
The unexpected.
So 45 minutes. I'm still engaging with this guy. 45 minutes later, deputies finally come. I'm dealing with 45 minutes.
Wow.
Deputies finally come. I'm briefing the deputies what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
They got it. I looked in one of their eyes. I can tell. I'm like, man, it's going to be some shit. I'm just looking at one of the deputies' eyes. It's going to be some shit right now. I was like, yo. I'm like, yo, you hear me? He was like, yeah, I got you. I said, all right, y'all need anything? He like, no. I said, I bet I'm going to go ahead and handle what I originally came in for.
Right.
I still got to call the tow truck for this damn wreck.
How'd it end? How'd it end?
So how did it end? 10 minutes later, I see EMS coming. I'm like, man, what happened? I went ahead to use pepper spray or something on the guy.
Right.
Gonna find out, deputy got folded up.
Woo!
Wow.
The one that had the crazy look in his eyes.
Wow.
The one.
So in other words, he came in there and started talking reckless.
I'm like, man, what happened? Even when I had my supervisor called me and asked me, hey man, get some information on that to see just so we could do like a little synopsis of what happened.
Right.
So when I'm trying to get everybody information, his girl like, yo, you should have stayed here, trooper.
See?
That deputy came in and it just went all
went all crazy.
Yeah.
Now, was it a black couple?
Yes.
Okay. White deputy?
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So
and I'm not trying to put color into it, but sometimes color does matter.
It does.
In the temperature of how somebody's relationship is with the police.
Right.
And some people do it better than others, and some are more calm. I've had individuals say, man, look, I just want to talk to you. I'm not talking to them.
Right.
I don't want to talk to that white cop because of the experience that they've had. And if it's vice versa, then that's what it'll be.
Don't take that personal if somebody do that, because trust me, that's just going to help out the situation.
Right.
If they don't feel comfortable talking to you, don't take it personal. I had that happen to me. I had people tell me when I work for the police department, hey, man, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to her. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, if that's going to make the situation easier for us,
Like,
and another way for me to get home safely, bro, go ahead and talk to her all day. I'm still getting information regardless.
Take the ego out of it.
Yeah.
I'm about to get my popcorn because I know brother Rasheed got some stuff with his background and experience.
He got a lot, man.
Tell me about the unexpected.
I've only had 4 foot pursuits. I'm 4-0.
See, right.
I never pulled my gun out.
Ooh, I'll tell you.
That's an inside joke, y'all.
Yeah,
that's an inside joke.
Thing.
Hey, watch the early episode. You see what we talking about.
Inside joke. The unexpected, man. I mean, I think that this job, it's a daily is unexpected. You come into stuff in contact with people every day that you think I didn't expect that to happen.
Correct.
I didn't expect to see that today.
Right.
You know, like I said, one episode, we have a front seat to the greatest show on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Because it is something else.
Lying, bro.
I can remember I had back issues. I didn't tell anybody for a long time. I was injured and I had back issues, and I was we had a serial car theft guy. He was out there breaking in people's cars while they're going out enjoying their morning run at the parks. He was going in there breaking in their joints, and they come back, the computer gone, the purse gone, whatever you, right? So we wanted to get this guy bad, but he was such an idiot that he would, after he break in your car and take your credit cards and whatnot, he'd go straight to Walmart and they start taking the money off
Crash
the car.
dummy.
Crash dummy. So we already got his habits. We know what he's doing. We got the process. So we got a report. Cars got broke into. We went right to Walmart, set up.
Right to Walmart.
So I got a guy with our task force out there. I was a K9 officer, and I was also over a task force unit. And we're supposed to get him in custody quickly. We say, hey, when he comes to the car, just box him in, take him to custody. Boom, we got him. We good. We're going to go ahead and wrap him up and go ahead and do our thing.
Let's go.
Man, I get there. I get on the radio. I'm like, where is he at? I know he's by the car. Where is he at?
Right.
So this one of my deputies, Lord Jesus, softy, baby shit soft. He's running. I'm like, how the hell is he running?
Right.
How the hell is he running?
Right.
So now I'm 50 years old, back hurting. I'm physically in a foot chase with this cat.
Oh, God bless you, bro.
But now I'm at Walmart, and my ego kicked in because I'm watching folks with their phone out looking.
Got that adrenaline now,
I'm
right?
like, man, I can't come back without this dude. You know what I'm saying?
He went like my hamstring.
Hey, man, I couldn't pull a hammy. I couldn't do that. I said, I'm getting this dude. I said, if it's the last thing I do on this job, on this planet, I'm going to get this cat. And boy, God bless me. I worked the angles on. That's where that old school mindset come in. And old football work the angles, right? It's in boxing too. Work the angles. I'm working the angles. I'm watching him, and I'm hitting them angles, and I cut him off.
Okay.
Hit him with that taser. I told you, the great equalizer guy. I like that running. Pop, 32-foot lead, baby.
Right. Yeah.
He dropped, got him into custody, and I cussed too much. So I should have probably, I got in trouble for it. But anyway, I got him into custody. So I get up. I'm exhausted. Oh, God. Dude, I done ran about 75 meters.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, yo. They say, hey, we're going to put him in the car. I said, nah. We're going to walk him back. Everybody ain't going to see me come back empty-handed. So they can't draw no conclusions. The only conclusion you're going to draw is I got his ass. So I'm walking back with this cat. And it was something else. I was hurt for about a week after that, laid up back killing me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I got many of those stories. But, man, I tell you, this job is very rewarding because it was great to get this guy in custody because he had victimized so many people.
Right.
You see these brothers here. You see me. I got a little keg.
He on the program.
You see these brothers here.
He on the program.
I'm on the program.
Season 2, he gonna be ripped.
I'm gonna invite y'all to follow me on my workout journey to get back from fat to
that.
You know what I'm saying? To that. You know what I'm saying? So you see these brothers
I see some
here.
old pictures of him. He got it, bro. He got
You
it.
see these brothers right here, right? So I'm sitting next to them.
He still got the guns already. I see you.
So
Rasheed got the guns.
I gotta
Don't
get to that.
Twisted.
Yeah, I gotta get to that, man. So this job has been very rewarding. These guys go work out, and you can imagine these guys going into the gym with their workout clothes on. They leave their wallet, they leave their bags in the car, and come back and their shit's missing.
Oh man!
So and that happens to So that's why I was glad to get that guy in custody. But I wasn't expecting to do that day,
bro.
The unexpected. You're waking up, you go to work, like I said, you deal with your family, you get to work, and then who knows, you're gonna have a foot chase right out through the work, or you can be eating lunch. And people don't understand, most police officers that throughout the whole time management are going from place to place and trying to get in a meal and trying to get in a quick meal as they go, because the police cars already have a lot of things inside them. And so this is why, even we talked about it in earlier episodes, just the stress and the mental health, a lot of it does have to deal with meals and health plans. But we're going to have another show on how to manage even that stress by exercise and different things of meal packing as we go. But dealing with the unexpected, I know Brother X got something else for us that he's dealt with, especially on that highway road.
Bro, you just brought up something about a meal plan. I kind of want to exercise that right there. Hey, guys, officers, don't have a heavy ass. Do not eat nothing heavy at work. Point blank.
He said heavy ass.
No, pause.
Don't have a
Pause.
Don't have a head.
Pause. I was gonna say heavy ass
Don't have a
breakfast.
heavy ass.
I was gonna say heavy ass breakfast. I was gonna say heavy ass breakfast.
Well, yeah, he was.
I was gonna say,
Don't have a heavy. Okay.
yeah, don't have a heavy ass either, because they're gonna try you.
Are you talking to me?
They're gonna try. Nah, you good. They ain't gonna try you, big dog. But nah, the reason why I say that, because like a couple weeks ago, man, my first 6:30 in the morning, my first traffic stop for the day, I got in a foot chase.
See, the unexpected.
Foot chase. And I feel like if I had a heavy breakfast, like some guy, first thing they do want to go to, y'all got a Bojangles around here?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
They want to go to Bojangles or something and get these big bow rounds and sausage biscuits and all that. They feel sluggish during the morning.
That's a cheat.
I do intermittent fasting, man, so I feel light on my feet, man, first thing all day to 12 o'clock, even 12 o'clock and after.
Right.
So I was able to catch the guy.
What'd he do?
Man, dude, he was speeding. He was speeding 70 in the 55. Matter of fact, I pulled over 2 cars at the same time.
See,
Him and another person.
this dude.
So when I'm dealing with the other subject, I'm talking with him. I knew it was a red flag because when I asked for his license, he handed me his swipe card to get into work. I said, "What is this?" He said, "It's my license." I said, "No, the hell it's not." I said, "Bro, let me deal with this car. You find what you got to get, man." So I'm dealing with him. So I'm watching him while I'm talking to the other person, and he's constantly staring at me.
Right.
So I see him open up the door and look like, I said, "Man, what you about to do, bro?" He said, "Oh, I'm just stretching." I said, "What you stretching for? Let's get back in the car."
Perp stretch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Felony stretch.
So the whole time he didn't have his identification, so he gave me, y'all know the routine.
Right.
First, last name, date
Right.
of birth, stuff, so I can run it, whatever.
Right. But one thing we haven't mentioned, even dealing with the unexpected, is the public may or may not know, but a lot of police officers deal with mentally ill patients.
Right.
Anything, especially in Cincinnati, that has to deal with a mentally disturbed individual, we get the phone call. Person walking in the street talking to themselves, they will call us up. Now, luckily that the police have connected with mobile crisis, and we call them as well, but we have to make sure it's safe. So examples of that is, here it is, you get a call from Wendy's, and one of the worst unexpected situations is when you right on top of the situation. So I'm around the corner, the place is screaming. They sit on the back of the line. You get a call from the dispatcher, and they said a person is inside Wendy's harassing and screaming and running all over the place. You get to the scene, and here's a female out her mind, high on meth. And now the fire department comes, and you're trying to calm this person down who thinks that you're Jesus. Then she goes back, "Oh no, you're the devil. No, you're my brother." She goes back and forth because her mind is gone, and you literally have to contain and make sure this person is okay and try to get them the help they need. Was she arrested? No, she actually was taken into custody because she was wild, and we had to transport her to the hospital to sign a mental hold. So you talking about unexpected issues that dealing with mental health with other people and taking into those regards as necessary. So I want to know from you guys' experience, what is the policies or things that you have to deal with that deal with unexpected, dealing with mental health, and people that you just come across?
Well, I can say this for sure. We get calls all the time from family members of a person. They said he's having a breakdown, or maybe they won't even tell you exactly what's wrong. They're just saying, "Hey, he's upset, and we're having it's a domestic." So we get there, and then we realize very quickly that this person has some sort of mental illness.
Wow.
Now, we don't expect that, and we don't know that. Now, the family member knows that, but they don't want to tell us that, right? Mm-hmm. But our only options, we're not doctors, right? And everybody wants police to be psychologists, mother, father, brother, mentor, all of that, marriage counselor, all that. And we go to the academy to learn law enforcement, legal procedures,
right.
that type of situation, right? We get very small training on mental illness and things like that. Although every year you have what you call in-service, and it touches on that stuff, but doctors go to school for years to be able to diagnose a patient with schizophrenic, whatever. We go on a scene, and within minutes we have to diagnose what's going on, and we don't have the option to, medicate a person. We have to either detain them or arrest them, or we call 1013 them. If they've committed a crime, we can physically take them to the hospital. We have the right to either charge them or take them to the hospital if we have charges. But we have to have charges to do it involuntarily in Georgia anyway. Right.
Really?
It might be across the country. Yeah.
That's interesting because we don't. We can just transport without any crime in the process.
We used to.
Yeah.
We used to.
And it has been helpful. It has been helpful to be able to do that because that way we don't have to create or try to get real tactful to put a charge on someone that really needs the help more so than needs the arrest.
Right, because we're not trying to take everybody to jail. That's not our thing. But the thing is, but you are calling the police, and we're not doctors, we're not clinicians. You know what I'm saying? Now, you do have some police officers that have that background, that are EMT and things like that, but most are not, right? So, but yeah, we used to in Georgia, we used to be able to grab you up if we think you have an issue, 1013, involuntarily take you to the hospital to be evaluated. But now we do have to have some sort of charge to be able to take you. Otherwise, we're actually kidnapping you, Right. But talk about unexpected. We go into this household, and now all of a sudden we in a fight for our lives because you didn't tell us that this dude had mutant strength.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, man.
And we're like, oh. And now we're on the radio trying to get us some help to deal with this person.
Right.
And you didn't tell us. That was unexpected on our behalf. Right. And that's just unfortunately some of the stuff we have to deal with as police officers. Right.
Yeah, Brother Dre, you cut me off, but long story short,
I was great to say that.
I caught the guy, and he did go to jail. Long story short, I guess I was too long-winded, so I did caught the guy, and he did went to jail.
But that's one of his four. It's one of his four.
One of his four pursuits. All right, but dealing with mental health, man, and highway patrol, we normally don't run into that, but when I worked for the police department, how I dealt with it. I bring in my detention training again. I would talk with them.
Okay.
It will work sometime, or if it doesn't work, I would normally try to, like she said, we ain't trying to take them to jail. We know what's up. You know what I'm saying? You can't take a person to jail just for being mentally ill.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? We try to get a family member to come deal with them, or take them, or just a CYA. Hey, brother, just talk them into riding with EMS just to get looked at.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they off the street somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how we dealt with them. We really had a policy on it. I do believe that we need to have a unit just deal with mental health strictly.
Right.
In law enforcement, people that's trained to talk with these people, deal with them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of officers don't know. Right. They just assume that they're being aggressive and not realizing this person's just mentally ill, man.
So have y'all had CIT training? Do y'all offer that? Do you know what CIT?
What is that?
Oh, shit. You would ask me what it stands for, and I don't know, but I know it's a training. But it's mandated that most of us go through that, and they mandated that all officers go through it. It's a training that helps you evaluate, helps you deal with the mentally ill. Right. Helps you with your talk game, to talk people down. Right. It's CIT in Georgia, and I will have that acronym, the meaning of it here in a second. I haven't taken it, but I need to take it, and most of our guys have taken it. Okay. But I know in DeKalb County, Georgia, they have a unit, and it's a crisis unit, and they're police officers. They used to have clinicians ride with them, but now they have the actual officer, and I believe they have received some kind of specialized training to deal with that. Right. And they're like a 1310 unit. The code for taking a mentally ill person to be evaluated is 1013. So I guess they flipped it to make it a 1310 unit, and that's what they deal with.
Absolutely.
So just real quick for education in Georgia, if you have a mentally ill relative that you want to get help and they refuse to go, you can go and petition the court, your local court. He has to have two of you, two family members over the age of 18 or 18 and over, to go petition the court to get this person evaluated. Okay. And then they can, then the law enforcement will come physically take that person to the hospital to be evaluated. That's the way you can do it. Sometimes if you ask them, hey, do you just want to go be seen? Someone will be seen. Yeah. Right. And then that helps us as officers. We come to your house, so we don't have to physically take them at that point. Right. But yeah, that's just a sidebar, just a little education. If you're in Georgia, that is one of our criteria, and one of the ways you can get your mentally ill relative evaluated, and without them, wanting to go themselves.
Correct. I think one of the biggest things dealing with unexpected is the fact, and this is going to be down your road as well, Brother X, is traffic accidents. They're so unexpected just because you can get someone who crashes that sometimes they just have a simple ACDA, you know, they hit him in the rear. Okay, we'll take care of it, no problem. Then you dealing with a whole nother issue with fatalities, and then you have all type of actions of something that's 4, 5, 6, 7 car pileups, and you talking about unexpected, and officers have to deal with this on the highway on a daily basis, and that's why, Brother X, I commend you, because I'm not a trooper. Right. I cannot do no traffic crazy stuff on the highway 24/7 and deal with that. But what are some things that when you deal with multiple things, can you tell even local traffic guys how to handle that from the trooper point to maintain that type of chaos when you got so many different personalities? Sometimes people want to get out and fight and act a fool. So how do you manage that?
How you manage it, man? Sometimes you just got to let them know you mean business, pretty much. When he see you come out that car, just let them know, hey, no BS. Just by your demeanor, pretty much. Mm-hmm. You get people arguing, you just talk to them, push them to the side. Like, look, you stay over here, you stay over here. Let me talk to see what's going on. You stay right in that car. I'm going to come back to you. Let me talk with them. Just to maintain that scene, bro. Like, I'm gonna give you an example of an unexpected that happened with a wreck. I worked a simple wreck, dude. I mean, it was a hit and run. It was an older lady. She was like 62 years old, 63. Mm-hmm. Lady talked to me, told me everything what happened. Vehicle description, tag them. She had everything. Literally 10 minutes later, she died in EMS.
Wow.
She had internal injuries in the chest.
Wow.
But I literally just talked to this lady.
Wow.
Had me jacked up, man.
Yeah. How do you
we ended up finding the girl was in New Jersey. The girl that hit her, she was hiding out. So we had a warrant. We found out who she was. We ended up catching her, man.
So did the fire department come and EMS come?
They checked that. Well, and she was still in the car when I came on scene. Okay. I was literally, when they gave me the call, I was literally right down the road. So I got there before EMS did. So I was just talking to her, man. She would tell me what happened. She gave me a telephone number, a license, registration, insurance. I asked her, is a particular type of record you want me to come call to come get your vehicle?
Right.
She said, no, just get anything you need. Wow. 10 minutes later, trooper came to the car and said, man, your girl just passed.
Wow.
In the car?
No, EMS. That's when
EMS did take her.
They
okay.
took her,
Wow, that's deep.
So,
man. That's deep.
Yeah, I see some messed up stuff, bro. Yeah. I see some unexpected stuff, bro. Something simple.
Yeah.
You the major stuff is the one you think you're gonna see this stuff. It really be nothing, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So not to go too deep down this road, but how do you deal, Brother Rasheed, you know, especially dealing with the command staff, that when your officers are dealing, we talking about the unexpected on a regular day. We talking about stuff that happens on a daily basis. Now, once again, how are you able to bring your officers to a point where they are level-headed and they detox from something that particular strong and that's a one-day process. This is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, stuff that goes on in a regular day. It's a regular day of the unexpected, and it's hard to even say it's unexpected when in our minds you just that's the stress of it too. It's like somebody blitzing you and you don't know what side they coming from.
Right.
Good analogy.
Right. Well, I mean, the biggest thing, man, is to you definitely have to communicate with your officers, and sometimes you have to use a stern hand and say, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'm good. I mean, because as men, as alpha men and alpha females, they're gonna always, I'm good, and they're gonna, they're strong. They want to show that they're strong, even though they're torn up on the inside.
Right.
Sometimes you got to use a heavy hand and say, "Listen, no, you have no choice in the matter. Come on here and holler at me for a minute. Sit down. Go home." Go home.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Go home.
Is that paid from you guys?
Yeah.
See, that's
awesome.
paid.
They pay. You got to send them home. Hey, come back. We come back in a few days. We'll talk about it. Okay. You got to be able to do that. You can't worry about manpower and stuff like that, because at that point, it's their mentality. It's their mental that you have to worry about, because you may lose a good officer behind stuff like that, because that's hard to deal with when you talking to a person, physically talking to them, and then you get news that they died.
Literally,
and then most people you deal with people that remind you of somebody in their family, right? They remind you of somebody in their family, so you're like, that, like my grandma, my aunt. That's sad. But in one of the next episodes, let's dig deeper into that.
Yeah, we definitely need to. We are gonna go into the closing here in a moment. But if you want to have a few words, brother X, I see something on your mind just for a moment.
Nah, man, I just want to This is therapy, man. I'm glad we decided to do this.
Yeah,
that's deep.
This is therapy, and
that's deep,
guys. And next time if you guys want to call in and just officers, attorneys, whatever you guys want to call in, just talk. We here.
Yeah,
we here, man. Let's chop it up, bro. Because if you don't want to talk to your coworkers, talk to your loved ones at the house. We here. Black Shield is here.
Yeah,
we here to talk.
And shout out to Andre The Beast Crayton for creating this content, man. Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be sitting here. He's been trying to get us to do this for years, and we appreciate him hounding us to do this. And me and you two strong brothers have given me a better, better outlook on this for sure.
Right. Like I said, Brother Dre, he kind of like brought it out of me last night. Pause. That the reason why I came to Highway Patrol, didn't even think about it till I told him about my father.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we were here to educate, motivate, and regulate your mind. This is the Black Shield, and I'm here with Brother X from the South Carolina Trooper and my one and only Brother Rasheed. The light is bright, Lightford. And once again, we are on the I Am a Beast Network. And as we always close, we are not here to take sides. We are here to save lives.
Yeah.